Welcome back to another video. You know what, y'all? I think I'm gonna add a series, things that make you say, go, stories that don't fit in a specific category. I think that'll be good. I think I'm gonna start that as well. Like, share, subscribe. This is breaking news. You can use all topics because I haven't done the news in a while. And I'm gonna play catch up on some things. I'm gonna try to drop like 4 videos today. I'm so tired, but anyway, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I just don't understand why people can't hit the like button. Can y'all? I, I don't get it. But anyway, so we know that Milton done hit Florida. I don't think Florida gonna ever be the same again. To tell you the truth. I really don't think. Oh, I dropped my glasses. I don't think Florida is going to be the same at all after these hurricanes because Nadine is on the path to hit Florida just as Milton has hit it and as Helene has hit it. Judgment is here, y'all. You need to repent. Judgment is here. It ain't coming, it's here. God ain't playing. And we need to be mindful and prayerful for real because whoever is stuck here, we about to go through 2025 gonna be terrible. The financial crisis is coming, all of these things. And we need to band together because we need to help one another because things about to get really tight. It don't matter who in office. God is not playing. Judgment is here. But anyway, Nadine is forming in the Atlantic now. Hold on a moment. Let me. Every time I go out, and I just went live. All this time you just yeah, I had to get it together. So, like I was saying, Nadine is coming right after Hilton. So, Florida landscape is about to change permanently. The U.S. National Hurricane Center has identified a potential developing storm named Nadine, emerging hot on the heels of deadly Category 5 Hurricane Milton. Milton did hit Sarasota as a Category 3, so not too long ago. The current non-tropical area of low pressure, National Hurricane Center officials noted, is currently producing gate force winds northeast of the Bahamas, and Nadine is going 615 miles per hour. Right now, this weather front has 20% chance of building into a tropical storm and could develop into a stronger hurricane force storm by Wednesday night, just as Milton hits Florida. Wow. So we know Milton is catastrophic as Helene was as well. And another storm behind that. These storms gonna change Florida's landscape for real. Let's see. Hurricanes are defined as anything 74 miles per hour or higher. A tropical cyclone is defined by maximum sustained winds between 39 and 73 miles per hour. Tampa Bay and surrounding communities are bracing for storm surges as high as 15 feet, leading to flooding inland as residents attempt to flee. Hold on. Hey, I'm live right now. I'm gonna call you back when I finish off YouTube, okay? All right. Um, did y'all see the pictures of people trying to get up to higher land in Florida? That freeway was back to back. There was no gas, there is no groceries, and cars were stranded along the highway. You can't make this up. You cannot make it up. All across Florida, counties caught in Milton's path, rainfall is expected to be 5 to 10 inches, with some regions getting 15 inches. These heavy rains are expected to bring flash flooding, slow and more persistent aerial flooding, overwhelmed storm drain systems, and moderate to major river flooding. Milton astonished forecasters with its ability to evolve in less than 3 days from a tropical depression or cyclone with more than 38 miles per hour winds into a potentially record-breaking Category 5 hurricane. The worst of hurricanes, Milton impact is predicted to continue to the early morning hours of Thursday. More than 1 million people have been told to evacuate Florida, marking the largest in 7 years after around 7 million people were advised to leave in 2017 as Hurricane Irma bore down on the states. Florida residents seeking assistance are urged to call for state assistance line SAIL at 1-800-342-3557 and or FEMA 800-621-3362. I don't know what FEMA gonna do because apparently they said they ain't had no money, and magically somebody found $7 billion that was hidden somewhere. Make it make sense. That's a topic that make you go, where they find that money at? When I tell you this the most corrupt government, you just can't make this stuff up. Here we go. Volcanic volcano eruption triggered explosion as big as 5 underground nukes. The cataclysmic Hunga Tonga blast in January 22 was the largest volcanic eruption since Kyoto in 1883. So why is this up in the news? Oh, a couple of weeks ago, we saw how seismology was used to explain an extraordinary sequence of events in Greenland because that volcano erupted. That included a landslide due to a glacial melting, a tsunami, and a siege lasting for 9 days. He added, there is another. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Stellantis, look, we in a recession. I keep telling you that. Well, everybody know we are. They just ain't declared it. By the time they declare a recession, we'll be into a depression for real. Stellantis staff told to slash spending as doghouse policy returns. Stellantis CEO Natalie Knight called on employees to implement drastic cost-cutting measures to reduce the company's cash drain. An internal email said the doghouse policy is back. The revised policy aims to significantly reduce company expenses in an effort to preserve cash flow. The CFO urged employees to reject any spending requests that do not support critical business functions, which means Stellantis is now in lean mode. They have thousands of cars. from this year that have not sold. They are sitting on lots. And you can't continue build if you ain't sold your old inventory. So that means they're going to have to slash those prices and they're going to lose money. Stellantis has reintroduced a belt tightening policy. The objective is to have employees help reduce the company's cash drain during a rough period for the automaker, which reported a sharp 20% drop in U.S. sales in the third quarter compared to the same period last year. Despite offering incentives, year-to-date sales has slumped by 17%, underscoring the challenging environment the company is navigating. The news was communicated to Stellantis employees in an email. The policy is framed as enforcing much stricter attention and control around purchase acquisitions, aiming to drastically cut external spending wherever possible. The auto industry is going to be in trouble because if nobody buying cars, they don't need the people. It's going to be a trickle down effect. Just get ready. It's coming. Now, listen, despite earlier predictions of positive cash flow, Stellantis now expects to burn through 6 to 11 billion in cash in 2024. Nevertheless, the automaker's head of investor relations recently assured stakeholders that they'll still have a healthy amount of cash by year end. This recent financial strain is attributed to reduced profits and the expensive process of slashing North American inventories. I told you, they got cars sitting and they just hiding them. They listen. To make matters worse, a potential strike at U.S. plants looms large, threatening to tighten the financial pressure even further. They better not strike this time, but they not gonna fare well like they did out that last one, because nobody is buying cars, not like they used to. They can't afford them. In its ongoing clash with unions, Stellantis has filed additional lawsuits against the UAW and several local chapters. The company claims the UAW violated its contract by threatening strikes over delays in planned investments. How can they invest if they ain't making the money, if people not buying cars? You gotta make it make sense. Now y'all doing too much until they lay all y'all off and go to Mexico. Stellantis argues that last year's agreement grants them some flexibility to adjust their investment strategy based on market conditions, an interpretation that the UAW vehemently disputes. But that's called economics. That is economics. Wow. And then when you out of a job, then you're going to understand, because if you have inventory sitting there and nobody is buying it, you're not making a profit. You can't do these things. And pitiful FEMA, they just terrible. Honey, if you need some help, well, I don't know, you better pray. FEMA issued public notice for North Carolina in Raleigh. A public notice has been posted describing available FEMA assistance and proposed FEMA funded actions, including activities that may affect historic properties, threatened and endangered species, critical habitat, or wetlands and floodlands in North Carolina. FEMA is required by law to provide public notice of its intent to provide federal assistance and grant opportunities by the Individual Assistance, Public Assistance, and Hazard Mitigation Grant programs following Hurricane Helene. I just don't have nothing else to say. Now listen to this. Walmart offers foreigners 100K, $100,000 jobs plus green cards. If you are a U.S. citizen, you just not going to get anything. You are not a priority. You are nothing. We are nothing. And I never thought that I would see where American citizens are put last. This is awful. So Walmart giving foreigners $100,000 jobs plus green cards. They're given an exceptional opportunity for international professionals seeking both lucrative employment and permanent residency in the United States. We already got 20 million of y'all. We already got too many of y'all. And in August, like I said, Americans lost 1.3 million jobs and the illegal migrants got 1.2 million. So now you're going to want to offer some more people permanent residency. The retail giant has embarked on an initiative to attract global talent by combining compensation packages exceeding 100K with the prospect of green card sponsorship, creating a attractive pathway for skilled individuals to establish themselves in America. Oh, because most of the 90% of the illegals that cross don't have no skills, and that's a fact. The company's commitment to international recruitment is evident in its filing of approximately 1,900 labor certifications for green cards between 2020 and 2022. This strategic move primarily targets professionals in technical and managerial domains. Senior software engineers, for instance, they have a base salary of 120,000 with total compensation packages of 143,000, which includes bonuses and benefits. Walmart's recruitment focus considers various specialized positions with particular emphasis on roles such as senior software engineers, IT managers, data scientists. These positions demand not only technical expertise but also strategic thinking to align with companies' broader business objectives. Most roles require at least a bachelor's degree with advanced positions. Um, they need master's degree in relevant fields. Employees may also benefit from annual bonuses, profit sharing programs, and educational assistance. More jobs for migrants. I'm sure we have some skilled software engineer, American software engineers. I'm sure that we do. You gotta make man, America's so dumb. So I already told y'all Hurricane Milton already made landfall. Nadine is right on its path. So that's three hurricanes within the next 3 weeks. That's gonna hit Florida. Wow. Mm. Honda recalls 1.7 million U.S. vehicles over steering risk. They recalling 1,693,199 vehicles in the U.S. The steering gearbox worm wheel, which controls steering, may have been manufactured incorrectly in affected vehicles and swell while in use, thinning out the film of the grease between the worn wheel and the worn gear, according to documents. Increased friction between the worn gear and worn wheel can increase steering effort and difficulty, resulting in the risk of a crash or injury. And warning signs of this is an abnormal noise and a sticky feeling when attempting to turn the steering wheel while driving. So the recall is for 2023 to 2025 Acura Integra, 2024-2025 Acura Integra Type S, Honda 2022-2025 Honda Civic, Honda Civic Hybrid, Honda Civic Hatchback, Honda Civic Hybrid Hatchback, Honda Civic Type R, Honda CRV, Honda CRV Hybrid, Honda CRV Fuel Cell, and Honda HRV. Honda urges owners of the affected models to take their vehicles to an authorized dealer to repair as soon as they receive notification. Owners may contact Honda at 1-888-234-2138. Owners may also contact the safety hotline 888-327-4236. Mm. Oh yeah, that's right. The FBI. Oh, you know what? This is my migrants. I gotta let me take a thing. An Afghan national was arrested. He was gonna do an attack on election day. So the FBI forwarded that plot. His name is Nazir Ahmad Tawar. Was planning an attack in support of ISIS. He was arrested in Oklahoma City. According to court records, he made his initial appearance in federal court Tuesday, but did not enter a plea. He remains in custody. Let me make a talk about this with these things on migrants that walked across. He ain't the only one here. Oh, it's gonna happen. According to the federal criminal complaint, Tahadi and unnamed co-conspirators. Now they ain't named these co-conspirators, including a juvenile who is Tlaib's brother-in-law, were followers of ISIS and took steps to carry out their attack in the U.S., including by trying to sell their family home, relocate their families abroad, and purchase firearms and ammunition. The ultimate aim was to stage a violent attack in the United States in the name and on behalf of ISIS. 27-year-old Tahid traveled to the U.S. in September 2021, days after the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan, and the criminal complaint said he is currently on parole status pending adjudication of his immigration bill. So he just walked across the border, just like the rest of them. Just walk, come on in. The complaint also said that Tahadi came to the U.S. on special immigrant visa, but on Wednesday, a Department of Homeland Security official said that contrary to the information in the complaint, he did not have this visa. Instead, Tawali was paroled into the country like most Afghan evacuees and allowed to live in the country temporarily under that immigration authority, the official said. He did apply for SIV available to those who assisted American forces and had his case approved initially, though he never received a green card or permanent U.S. residency. His green card application is pending. Come on in. Welcome all. Y'all just come on across the border. And now they letting them in from the north border. Y'all just don't fly to Canada like the Indians doing and just walking across the north border. Just come on. Come all. Just come all and do what y'all gonna do. This don't make no sense. You can't make this up. So electronic records assessed by the FBI showed that Tahid viewed ISIS propaganda and contributed about $540 in cryptocurrency to a charity in Syria. So, federal investigations said they sent a confidential human source and later an undercover FBI agent to secretly interact with the men as they sought to sell their home and other possessions on Facebook and purchase weapons. Mm, mm, mm. So after they sold the house for 185,000, after that we will begin our duty, God willing, with the help of God, we will get ready for election day. According to the criminal complaint, him and his brother-in-law received two AK-47 rifles on Monday. Attorney General Merrick Garland, he is awful. He awful too. We will continue to combat the ongoing threat that ISIS and its supporters pose to America's national security, and we will identify, investigate, and prosecute the individuals who seek to terrorize the American people. Well, you let them walk across the border and you parole them in. If you really cared, come on, StreamYard, stop it. If you really cared about the American people, you would have a secure border. So, it is what it is. I ain't got to do nothing else about them. Okay, we ain't got to talk about them. We already did that. More than a dozen states sued TikTok, claims its platform is addictive and harms the mental health of children. What about all the games they play? That harms mental health. So now you need to get rid of Call of Duty. You need to get rid of all that other stuff. If TikTok, because Trump got TikTok together when he opened up the page. So, because they've been wanting to ban, you can learn so much on TikTok, even though I'm not really a follower of that, But, mm. J.D. Vance trolled after claiming he'll never praise Obama, despite writing article doing exactly that. Here they go, flip-flopping, flip-flop. Social media users have trolled J.D. Vance for claiming he never praises Barack Obama, despite a glowing up ad about the former president 7 years ago. At a rally in Detroit, Michigan on Tuesday, the GOP VP nominee spoke highly of Obama's response to national disaster as a point of comparison to the Biden-Harris administration response to Hurricane Helene. Yeah, they were terrible. But at least Biden did reach out to DeSantis and gave him his number, say anything you need. So he did do that, undermining Kamala, and that's a whole new thing. I'm going to go in on that. All right, I'm not gonna get off. Oh no, 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 no. I don't want to do that. Oh no, dang, I'm probably gonna miss that. No, no, no. I'm gonna keep Detroit separate. I'm not even doing it, Detroit. Oh, so here, Social Security is set to announce a 2025 cost of living increase. Some say the forecast amount won't make a dent. I'm sure of it because they only increase like $2-3. So Sherry Myers, 82 in Florida, says the Social Security cost of living increase she'll receive in January won't make a dent in helping her meet her day-to-day expenses. Inflation has eaten up my savings. I don't have anything to fall back on. Join the club with most Americans. We ain't got nothing. I work 5,000 jobs. The cushion is gone, so even with anticipated increase, she's looking for work to supplement her retirement income, which consists of small pension and of her Social Security benefits. And it's funny you say you see so many at Amazon. I saw this lady was 80 something years old and she was working and she was unloading trunks, moving the carts. I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad. And at that point, I said, God, I don't want to be like that. It broke my heart that they had her doing that. And then they fired that woman. Because I said, if I get any piece of money, I was going to give it to her. It literally had me in tears. And I thought she was a nice old lady, but apparently they let her go. So every Walmart in America to close for 24 hours. This is the fifth straight year that one of the largest companies in the world has decided to cease operation at all locations for 24 hours. Oh, they closing on Thanksgiving Day to get ready for the what's that? Cause I don't do that. What's that thing that happened? Get ready for Christmas. After Thanksgiving, everybody go shopping. I can't even think about what it is. I'm tired, y'all. So that's why they closing for 24 hours. Uh, Democrats start to hit the panic button. 2 months ago, they was feeling bullish with about Jezebel Harris, but now with less than a month to go until election day, they're increasingly worried about a number of issues plaguing the Democratic nominee's campaign. On Tuesday, there were grumblings from some Democrats about her interview on Six. She don't answer no questions. You don't know who she is. I think she's dumber than a bag of rocks. That's just my opinion. I mean, but you got the right to vote and feel how you feel, just as I do. There's also concern on everything from the static poll numbers in the race to VP messaging and even her standing with men, not just white men, but black and Hispanic men too. Some of this perhaps can just be chalked up to normal Democratic nerves ahead of what looks like to be among the closest presidential election in history. They're gonna try. It gotta be too big to rig, I guess. Everything is deadlocked, and the composition of the electorate is unknowable. And there are so many things that are unprecedented, said Democrat strategist Jamal Simmons, who served as Harris communications director last year. We can't look back with any level of security because we haven't had an African American woman on the ticket. We haven't a president running again. We haven't had a campaign with two assassination attempts. We haven't switched out a candidate 2 months before the election day. Yeah, y'all did a coup on Biden, and that was wrong. And he undermining Harris every chance he get, and that's gonna be another topic for another day. He throwing her up under the bus, okay? Oh, a U.S. tourist was eaten to death by a shark. Oh, Lord, 68-year American woman was found dead inside the body of a shark caught by a fisherman in Indonesia. The woman was reported on vacation with her family when she disappeared in the ocean. She was reportedly swept away by strong currents while swimming in the sea. Tragically, she ended up eaten by a shark. Lord have mercy. 1,920 Social Security payments coming soon. Check your payment schedule for retirees age 62 and older receiving Social Security. Those who did not qualify for the payment on October 3rd may soon receive a new direct deposit on one of the three upcoming paydays. It's important to remember that approval is essential for receiving these Social Security benefits, and adherence to SSA rules is critical. Oh, that's nice. They say Eagles is urged to pull off a deal with the Bills for 120 million star. I had no idea. I don't like sports. North Korea is holding a commissioned U.S. Navy ship hostage right now. And can you see Jezebel talking to North Korea, Putin, and China? Hillary Clinton could stand her ground. I don't see Jezebel how she could even do that. Oh yeah, that's nothing. I'm not even gonna go into that. Mariah Carey mortgages 30 million North New York City flat amid 18 million debt crisis. How's she in debt? Where Nick Cannon at? She loves throwing money around. So she mortgages her 30 million flat amid her 18.6 million in debt. Wow. She needed to obtain some cash despite her over $350 million net worth. Wow. I guess everybody having a hard time. Oh, I'm not going to talk about that. There was a state of emergency for Disney. I guess so. Milton just hit. So, yeah, I can definitely see that. I'm going to do Detroit separate. That's not important. That's not important. I did that. We got another 10 million pounds of meat and chicken products recalled because of listeria. I know it was Tony's, and it was, dang, what's that other meat recalled? And this is why we got these hurricanes. Severe geometric storm could blow power grid with satellite radio blackouts possible during Milton. Do you know it's war up in the heavens? That those solar storms are more intense, and science they not telling the people, y'all need to research these solar storms. I mean, there are flares coming out that sun like never before, and these flares are hitting earth, and they're hitting the moon, and they causing havoc in the heavenlies. Then it comes down here in the physical, and that's just what's going on. And because of that, this is why the weather, but like I said, God judgment is here. Keep playing. But severe geomagnetic storm could blow power grid with satellite radio blackouts possible during Milton. Wow. Possible widespread voltage control problems, and some protective system may mistakenly trip out key assets from the power grid. Watch geomagnetic storm category G4 or greater predicted. Ooh, October 10th. Oh, that was today. October 10th, severe. October 11th, severe. October 12th, minor. Come on, God. I got to take this. Do what you going to do. They added the systems might experience surface charging and increased drag on low Earth orbit satellites, and tracking and orientation problems may occur on various spacecraft. The severe geomagnetic storm is forecast at the same time Hurricane Milton is hitting Florida. You can't make this up. Come on, God. When they gonna tell the people the truth, what's going on, why this weather is the way it is, because of what's going on with the solar flares, with the solar storms that's up there. Hmm. Wow. The SWPC noted that the G4 or greater solar storm predicted through this Friday on a 5-level scale, with 5 being the most extreme and rare space weather conditions. Come on, do your thing. The northern lights are forecast to reach as far as Northern California through Alabama. Earth experienced near global auroras in May. All the signs is in the heavenlies. America so done. Mm. So Amazon had Prime Day yesterday and today. That's what this is about. Wall Street soars as Hong Kong sees biggest single day drop since 2008. When I say when America collapsed, everything gone. All around the world, everything gonna collapse at once. They doing everything. Jerome Powell doing everything to keep this economy going. All these countries struggling. Mm. Lord, did y'all know the Mega Millions done went up in price? I didn't know that. Mm. You know what I think? Hold on, let me see. Oh, major cyber attack hits U.S. water utility. American Water serving 14 states suspends bill.
These are the 14 states that are serviced by American Water that was hit by a cyber attack. And they believe at this time that the systems have not been compromised. They believe that the drinking water and the wastewater services are still okay, that the facilities are okay. They believe there's still an ongoing investigation at this time. So again, for those of you hopping on a little bit late, American Waterworks cyber attack. Water supplier says that its systems were hacked. Here are the 14 states that it services. A major U.S. water company hit by.
What's your take on this? Could this be a wake-up call for infrastructure security or just an isolated incident? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss the importance of cybersecurity.
Wow. So House approves child care tax credit. Lawmakers question why wouldn't benefit stay-at-home moms, because they ain't working, even though they working. But Did y'all know that Whitney Houston mom passed the other day? Ain't heard nothing. You know what? Did y'all know that Whitney Houston mom passed? And Erica Ash passes at 46. I don't know who she is. Prepare now. No cell service. Connect your iPhone to satellite communication. So I didn't know that you can connect your iPhone to a satellite when there's no oh, and they got instructions on how to connect to a satellite. Be outside. Be aware of trees. Hold your iPhone naturally in your hand, and you don't need to raise your arm or hold your phone up. But don't put it in a pocket or backpack. If you need to turn left or right to move to avoid blocked signal, your iPhone provides on-screen instructions. I did not know that. I told you to my friend to have an iPhone. I told you. I told you. That's good to know. So the Supreme Court rejects case about the Department of Justice investigating parents who protest at school boards. Really? Y'all want to arrest parents that protest at school boards about their children? That's why if you can, you need to homeschool. For real, for real. Gecko is terminating insurance coverage of Tesla Cybertrucks. This type of vehicle doesn't meet our underwriting guidelines. That's a $150,000 truck, that Cybertruck. I actually like that truck. Wow. I can see that though. Magnitude 4 earthquake rocks Southern California. California is having an earthquake just about every day. And I told my cousin to get the hell out of there. Listen, California done too. Judgment is here. Repent. I'm telling you. I think I talked about that. That's Michigan. I did that. Oh shoot. Damn. Because I'm gonna do all that separate. Boeing withdraws offer made to striking factory workers. You can't make this is not the time to strike. These companies is not playing right now. What they did last year was fine. This a totally end of the year, and next year is mm-mm. So the Boeing withdraw its offer and make no further negotiation plan. Because once you strike, the company has a right to replace you. And that's a fact. Listen, and you got these people, you got plenty of illegals here that will replace you. They don't need to speak English if all they got to do is screw in a nail. Let me tell you something. August job report. 1.3 million Americans lost their job and 1.2 million illegals got jobs. That means all the jobs the Americans lost went to the illegals. That's just a fact. This is not the time to strike. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna not do that. U.S. Department accept oh no, that ain't important. Let me get out of that, out of that, out of that. Mm-mm. Now you can't make this up. Y'all president promotes Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre to a new top role. She received a promotion to senior advisor to the president Monday. And all she do is lie at them press conference. That's all she do is lie. She horrible. Corinne has been a trusted advisor to the president and all of us here at the White House since day one. Her counsel will be critical to get as much done as possible for the American people in the coming months. I ain't got nothing to say. Nothing. I don't have nothing to say. Costco gold bars are selling out. Russia launches hypersonic missile. Ooh, at Kyiv as Ukraine hits major oil depot in Crimea. Mm, mm, mm. There's an egg recall. I did that the other day, I think. Okay, I'm going to do that. Amazon slashes AirPods Max. They slashed the price. Over 6,000 people in Haiti leave. I'm going to put that under something else. Okay, we're going to do that. Supreme Court to rule on if it should be harder for white and straight people to prove discrimination at work. Let me repeat that. Supreme Court to rule on if it should be harder for white and straight people to prove discrimination at work. If it should be harder for white and straight people to prove, y'all know I want to cuss, right? If that ain't some BS, discrimination is discrimination. Well, no matter what color you are, no matter what gender, if you're gay, straight, or what, you can't make It's time to get the hell out of here. It's time to leave here. It really is. I'm just about done. I talked about that. Yeah, so I said Sissy Houston, Whitney Houston's mother, she died the other day on Monday at the age of 91. Israel launches more airstrikes to Lebanon. We know that. All right, and that's it. I'm about to do Project 2025, New World Order and Secret Societies. I think I'm gonna do that. And yeah, because I need to drop some videos. All right, thank y'all. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm out.